All right, let's talk about one of the most ridiculously overpowered animals on the entire planet. And no, I'm not talking about lions or sharks. We're going to go way smaller. Today, we're diving into the world of a little crustacean that can punch with the force of a bullet and sees a world that we can't even begin to comprehend. Get ready to meet the mantis shrimp. So, before we even get to its superpowers, you just got to know about its reputation. People call them sea locusts, prawn killers, but my personal favorite comes from scientists and divers who've gotten a little too close. They call them thumb splitters. And trust me, it's a nickname that's been well and truly earned. And this is why. That number right there. A single strike from this tiny creature can generate up to 1,500 newtons of force. Now, to put that into perspective, that's over 1,000 times its own body weight. This isn't just a pinch, it's a biological cannon. So how in the world does a creature that small generate that kind of insane power? Well, that question takes us right to its first incredible ability, what I'm calling the ultimate punch. Now, you might think a mantis shrimp is a mantis shrimp, but nope. They've actually evolved into two specialized classes based on their weapon of choice. First, you've got the smashers. They have these hardened, mineralized clubs they use to just, well, smash open hard-shelled prey like crabs and snails. Then you have the spearers. They come equipped with these spiny, barbed appendages made for stabbing and snagging soft targets like fish. Two different problems, two terrifyingly effective solutions.
But really, it's the smashers that have become the stuff of legend. Just look at these numbers. A single strike accelerates at over 100,000 meters per second squared. That gets the club moving at 51 miles per hour. I mean, the source material puts it perfectly. That's as fast as a .22 caliber bullet being fired from a rifle. It's just unbelievable.
And the physics behind this punch? It's even crazier. It's actually a two-part attack. First, the club itself makes contact, which is devastating enough. But it moves so fast that it literally boils the water in front of it, creating these tiny vapor-filled bubbles. A split second later, those bubbles collapse, and that implosion creates a second, massive shockwave. So even if the shrimp misses the direct hit, that shockwave alone can be enough to stun or even kill its dinner. But all of this incredible power raises a really interesting question. I mean, this is a weapon that can easily shatter the glass of an aquarium. So here it is, the big question. With a punch that powerful, how on earth does the mantis shrimp not completely shatter its own arm with every single strike? How does it survive its own superpower?
Well, the secret is some truly next-level bioengineering. It's a special material called a Bouligand structure. The easiest way to think about it is like nature's version of carbon fiber, but way more advanced. It's made of all these stacked layers of fibers, and each layer is rotated just slightly from the one below it. This design gives it unbelievable strength, and more importantly, it makes it incredibly resistant to fractures.
As one source beautifully puts it, this isn't just about being tough. It's an advanced strategy. The claw is actively designed to shield itself from the most damaging, high-frequency shockwaves from its own attack. It's a smart material.
Okay, so let's break down how this defensive system works, because it's brilliant. It's got three layers that work together perfectly. On the very outside, you've got the impact surface, which is a super hard, thin ceramic-like coating. Right underneath that is the impact region, where fibers are arranged in a special herringbone pattern designed to spread out the force of impact. And then, at the very core, you have the periodic region. That's where that Bouligand structure acts like what scientists have called a phonic shield, which literally filters out the most destructive vibrations. It's an absolute masterpiece of material science.
But believe it or not, the mantis shrimp isn't just about raw power. Its other superpower is just as mind-blowing, and this one is all about how it sees the world. So let's explore its ultimate vision.
Just look at this comparison. It tells you everything you need to know. We humans, we see the world with three types of color-receptive cells, our photoreceptors. Birds, who are known for their amazing eyesight, have 4. The mantis shrimp has up to 16. I mean, just try to wrap your head around that. It is seeing colors and a reality that we literally cannot even imagine. And it just gets weirder from there. Each of its eyes is actually split into 3 different sections. This gives it something called trinocular vision. What does that mean? It means it can perceive depth with just one eye. We need 2 eyes to do that. And on top of that, their eyes are on stalks that can move completely independently of each other, scanning the entire environment at once. So what can it do with this incredible hardware? Well, it can see deep into the ultraviolet spectrum, way beyond what we can. It's the only animal on Earth that we know of that can see something called circularly polarized light, and scientists think it might use this to send secret messages to other mantis shrimp that no other animal can see. And maybe the craziest part of all? It seems to process all of this color data right there in its eyes, not in its brain. Why? For near instantaneous reaction times. It's absolutely wild. So when you combine a punch that can boil water with eyes that can see secret light codes, what do you get? You get something much more than just a weird creature. You get a predator that is perfectly engineered for its ecosystem. And this isn't some new evolutionary trick. This design has been battle-tested for a very, very long time. The fossil record shows that the ancestors of today's mantis shrimp were around 400 million years ago. This is a design that has truly stood the test of deep time. And it's so much more than just a hunter. It's a critical engineer for its entire environment. As a predator, it keeps snail and crab populations in check, which keeps the reef healthy. All of its burrowing and digging constantly churns up the seafloor, pumping oxygen into the sediment and cycling nutrients for everything else. And when a shrimp moves out, its old burrow becomes a brand new home for other reef animals. It's a true keystone species. The whole ecosystem is stronger because it's there. So in the end, the mantis shrimp isn't just some cool, weird animal. It's a living library, packed with secrets about advanced materials, physics, and optics that we're just beginning to understand. And it leaves us with this one big final question. If a single tiny crustacean can hold all of these incredible solutions, what other marvels are still waiting for us, completely undiscovered in the deep?